Welcome back to the channel, folks. My name's John Bull, and this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. Specifically, a video part of the free-for-all series, the free-to-play challenge account for 2025, associated with the Hell Hades free-to-play 2025 challenge. Welcome here, or welcome back. Well, we got a lot going on. We finally got a little burst of energy, and I really don't have a whole lot going on today. So I thought I'd make a video off schedule. Typically, you're going to see this account play out on... you're going to see this account played out on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Well, I already did my Solely Voids episode. If you're not familiar with Solely Voids, that is a free-to-play challenge series where we only use Void champions. So if you're interested in seeing how that account has progressed, go ahead and check out my channel. There's a playlist titled Solely Voids. Much later game than where we are right now. So what are we doing? We have come into a burst of energy, like I had mentioned, and I decided that I am going to go ahead and move towards some Arbiter missions, as we are able to do some of this while we grind a few levels within 4 of the 5 champions. Now, this little lady down here is going to be food, but she does have some gear on her, and I'll explain why once we get out of here. But we're not having particularly great luck. As part of this mission, I pushed further into the dungeon as I could, the Arcane Keep. I got to 17. Hey, check this out, folks. I actually made the leaderboard for it, so that was kind of nice. But it's a pretty slow run, so I wasn't particularly interested in doing that over and over, although the pots would be useful. We need like 10 of the mediums, I believe. I mean, we'll take it. But so far on camera, we've gotten a brew and an ancient shard. Yeah, and so we burned a ton of energy into this already. We're going to have to dive into the gems, but keep in mind, since I made the decision that I'm probably going to play this past the 3-month, I did max this bad boy out. Bad for challenge, good for the account. So, you know, we're not too worried. We're going to have a nice little steady stream of gems. Okay, so what do we have? Why does she have gear? Well, we needed to be able to get some of these faction war stars going, just so we were able to complete all the advanced quests. So I put a little gear on a 4-star chicken, and I said, well, we might as well get her up to level 40, because then that gets us to 3 of our 4 stars progressing towards level 40, which means, you know what, we're cooking in on our next 6-star. And so we just don't know who that's going to be. Yeah, man. Alice would be cool. So would Dawncaller. So would Coldheart. So would Taragi. I mean, we just got too many. Honestly, we just have to pick one. So that's not going to happen today in this episode. So if you have an idea of who you think would be best, heck, maybe you think it's Bellower, Armiger, or Shield Guard, just let me know down below. That's the place to give me your feedback. Well, we are, so we're just kind of slow grinding some other things while trying to get some food leveled up. So we'll just get our 4-star chickens to level 40 first, and then what we'll start doing is just leveling up food passively through missions and just different daily accomplishments. Yikes, can't talk. Okay, so we are pretty close to getting the last Dawncaller Sabbath fragments, but we have today and tomorrow, so we will get to that. In fact, the whole reason why we took a pause on that is because there is a mission right here that says win 5 or 6-star artifact from stage 7 or higher on the dragon. So I figured I might as well try to kill that while I had the opportunity, make a little bit of progress, and kind of double dip some of our energy while we're at it. All right, we're back at it. So these missions can be quite annoying because you don't get what you want, and so I'm not sure if I just need to be spending the extra 4 energy and just go in here and just do the highest stage. Yeah, let's do it one for funsies, okay? So if you're familiar with the what do you call it, the account, you know that I'm not gonna make you watch this whole thing, right? I'm not too bad at filling time, but I could do a whole lot better. So what I'm going to do is I'll just speed run this one through. I might let you see the run. See that some people do go down. Keep in mind there's a food champion in here. And we will see you later at the boss. Man, that's disappointing. But man, Tagore is good. Just keeping everybody alive. Keeping himself alive. Absolute stud. Now, the problem is we just keep getting these lesser potions. Stage 17. Come on now. Alright, so what I'm going to do is back behind the scenes there, since we saw one run, I'm going to go ahead and run the rest of these until I'm done with that mission, and then we'll see what's next. I will see you back in a moment. Alright, here's the update. We spent 2 energy refills and we did not get 1. We farmed 17 3 times, and then tried 15, see if it was more energy efficient. Tried 10 or 11, see if that was more energy efficient. We didn't get 1. So here's what we're gonna do. If you look right now, that is the outline of the percentage drops for the arcane keep, according to Immunilove. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. But either way, what I think that has solidified in my mind is that I'm just saving that mission for later. I'm just going to grind up somebody else to 6 stars here. And what we're going to do is we are going to use that energy that we get and gems, and we're going to get our next 6 star, and then we're going to see if we can push into 20, because the drops for 20 for the greater ones are just way better. All right, so we got to get to it. So here's how we have been up to it. Go ahead, confirm that. We do most of ours in a stage where we're hoping to still get gear. So we try again to double dip the best that we're able to. So we're going to farm the speed set section, and we are going to try to go ahead and pop off and get an HP percent chest for our Tagore. That's 5 stars. Try to bump up his base HP. In the meantime, I think we also are not... feel like there was another... Yeah, maybe same thing for Dawn Caller, possibly. But what we'll do is we will just burn through as much energy as we can over the next little bit. Alright, I think we have this. We have 15 multi-battles. We're going to turn gems into energy as we need, so we're going to get rid of 2 2-stars. So we'll go 2 more 2-stars, and then we'll go 2 1-stars, and then I think we can just go like this, and that should be the rest of those multi-battles. Okay, so again, we're just going to go ahead and hit this until we get an HP percent chest, not defense. We're looking for HP, and we're going to grind some food up while we do that. Okay, I will be back at the end of the runs. So no dice on the chest piece. We did get some good HP percent, 4 stars. So what we will do is we will keep that, because I'm sure there will be a faction war champion or somebody I just want to throw a piece of food in that maybe isn't needing great gear, but just needs something to give them a little bit of sustainability. So I'm gonna pop a couple mysteries. You know what? I've popped a lot of mysteries over the last few days. I kind of wonder, I was just about to say, if we're gonna surpass into here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. And then actually, additionally, there's a champ training. We got to be pretty high up there, if not the top guy. I know at one point we were the top guy. Holding strong. 6-star. That'd be great. In all seriousness, I'm sure these relics might be helpful, but man, would not hate those gems. Would not hate those gems. Okay, so I think we're out of energy in here now, officially. Hey, we'll take that. We only got one more day left on it. And we're just back to the old grindstone. The free-to-play life is what you're seeing right in front of you right now. Okay, so here, who's going to level up first? Those 2 stars are going to level up first. I mean, those 1 stars. And so we'll put a couple 2 stars in there. Then we'll get the 4-star going. By the time she gets done cooking up, let me just do something like this. And you know what? We might burn a whole mess of energy on this one, okay? I'll see you back again in a moment. Okay. Okay, we didn't get through everything. We still have a very solid amount of gems. We are almost at 300. I took a little pause just so I could upgrade some of the food, reset the order in which I'm going to pull champions up. We're almost at our 3rd 4-star to level 40, so we'll start this itinerant. But I think instead of just pulling mysteries, I think I might just do a 10 pop. Probably a mistake, but you know what? We're here for fun, and we just need a little bit of progress. Ancients aren't too bad to come by if you're grinding daily. Obviously, I'm going to save the sacreds for as long as I can. But it would be really nice to get maybe another epic that's not blue affinity. But obviously, I already have a Tigor, and I really don't want her. So I figure I put a Cryodin. As he's pretty good. But then I'm looking at these, and obviously an Armans is the best of all of these for like arena and really good for waves. But I think a Theodora would be sweet. All right, let's see what we do. All right. This will just help us cruise to a 4-star faster. Masamoto. What's this guy up to? Defense. Stealing a buff. Attacks all enemies. 75% decrease attack. And then a big increased defense on all allies for 2 turns in the turn meter fill. Faction crit. Whatever, guys. Whatever. Let's just do it. Who cares? If we can maybe even snipe a good rare, like an apothecary, could be pretty big. Alright. I just see all these other CCs with these bonkers legendaries, and I'm getting the itch. Okay. Alright. Huge fail. Don't let me down now. Come on, I got 3 shards to not regret this. Give me one more epic. Give me one more epic. Alright, come on. Well, I know sunk cost fallacy says if I feel like I should just stop, I should just stop, even though it's a loss, but who cares? Me, when I'm behind and can't complete a fusion in a couple weeks, that's who's gonna care. But was I completing a fusion with 18 anyway? Okay. Alright, Thylesia. Okay, attacks 1 enemy, has a 50% chance of applying a debuff spread. Effect, taking 1 random debuff from the target and placing it on all others. That books up to 70%. Attacks all enemies and increases the duration of all debuffs by 1 turn. And then here's the big one, I think. Big AoE, decreased defense does not need to be booked. And then when attacking enemies under a decreased defense, has a 50% chance of placing a hex on them. That's a pretty good pull. That's a pretty good pull. That's going to really help out that faction also, given that I have... what's her name? Sabbatha. So those two together. All right, so now we got a big old pile We got a lot of these fusions, so we need to start hanging on to those. Just maybe one of each. And then that should be good enough. Okay. Just making sure that I didn't get any extras. And so then now, actually, we need to think. The thing is, Ugo's so good. But that's already booked up. But we've already started booking Ugo. What do I do? What do I do? That's a tough one. Alright, we don't have to make that decision now because we're still just kind of on a mission just to grind out a 6-star as fast as we can. To the best of our ability, that is. Okay. Alright, well that was a nice little exciting, but that is going to just help us cruise through getting additional 4 stars champions. So let me look here. What I need to look at is see how many 4-star champions I already have at 40. 1, 2, 3, and so we are going to have to get him to 4 stars. This will also help with faction crypts, just in general, like just getting some stars might help us bump up on the leaderboards. Okay, cool. And then we actually get an ancient tonight, so that might help us get that next relic. All right. Okay, still searching for the same old thing. Okay, let's get another batch. I mean, I think we just start putting those 2 in. Those 2 won't be cooked up by the time the 4-star is done, and then we can just do something like this. And then here. And then that should be good, actually. Yeah, that was good, sorry. I like to kind of have it timed out where the champions are somewhat in sync. So it does what I want. I don't think we'll get this far. Okay, we'll hit OK on that, and we will use gems. See you back in a bit. So at this point, we're out of multi-battles. We're about out of energy. And that's just the free-to-play life. Managing your resources. If you think about it, this game's really more of a resource manager than it really is anything else. Because you got a variety of resources, keys, silver, energy. And it's up to you to figure out how to use it. And there's efficient ways to use it and not efficient ways. So we are pushing. We're going to have 2 more of these 3 stars up to 4. We're going to have a 4th 4-star to level 40 here any minute now. At some point, what I might do once he gets to the mid-30s, I might just throw him in the brew factory. I can't think what it's called. You know, this thing right here. What's this called? Guardian ring. Brew factory, guardian ring. To each their own, you know. Actually, maybe now's yeah. Let's just get him in there, and then that way we can just start focusing more and more on more and more just regular 4-star chickens, because we're getting there. You know, once you get them to, I think for whatever reason in my mind, getting them to 40 is always a lot harder than just getting 2 4 stars for whatever particular reason. So we are just going to continue this grind till I don't feel like grinding it anymore. And that's probably going to be all we have the resources to accomplish today. It's a sad day. Sad day. We pulled 18 shards, no Lego. Not that we could have expected one, but still would have been cool to maybe get one. You know, I was watching just different people play, and they get, you know, a Geomancer, they get a Venomage, they get, and I just get what I get. Hey, but I did get this. This is good. This is really good. Actually, I started peeking at what I could put Thylesia in, because I might use her just at level 40, and that's quite the piece, because she deals damage based on attack. And so that with a little sub that we know is going to roll, I mean, that's going to be a nice little piece for her. And then we already have a 93. And so we just maybe bump up the jam. Little crit rate gloves, and she might just be a nice little utility champion for us. Let's see what we got. But the one thing that I can't do, and this would be for everybody, this hot tip for everybody out there, don't spread the love. You know what I mean? Focus on who is your champion, who's next. It's okay to put a little gear on them so they can help you out here or there. But ultimately, you just want to be able to put a champion out there that's going to be able to do their job, and that starts with 6 stars. So you don't really want to spread the love as much. You just want to try to get it narrowed down as best we can. The closest I think that we've done is we have Cold Heart at 50 and then also Dawn Caller at 50. The only difference there is I think Cold Heart's going to be able to do her job at 5 stars for a while. So that's going to be the whole video. We're just going to keep grinding food until we can't grind food anymore. Wait for this to reset. Maybe get an arena battle in there, here or there. It's tough sledding out there. Nobody likes the arena at this point in the game. So, hey, don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. And I'll see you on the other side.